Hey guys, it's Phoebe. What's up from Alternative Twist Radio? This is Mike. He's the station owner. I'm Phoebe, your host. Today we have a new artist spotlight featuring Kaysha Louvain. Welcome, Kaysha.
Hi, both. Thanks so much for having me.
Yes, we're very excited to have you on today.
Hey, Kaysha, can you tell us a little bit about your musical background and how you actually became a musician?
Yeah, so I grew up in a very musical household. My dad plays multiple instruments. My mother sings. So I grew up listening to great songs by like Simple Minds, and I grew up on country music like Leanne Rimes and Shania Twain. And from probably around about the age of 4, I started singing. And then about the age of 10, then I started to do things like musical theatre. And started to do recording in studios and things like that. So that's kind of how I got into it. And yeah, I had a love for it from an early age.
Wow. So from 10 years old, you started recording in studio already. That's amazing.
Good.
So you have such already a long lifespan of musical performance. That's excellent. So now you told me you have a new album coming out, right? It's The Song Goes On, and it's coming out February 24th. Yeah. So you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, sure. This it's going to be my my debut album. So I'm very excited about it. It's called The Song Goes On. Some great songs. It was written through the pandemic as well. So there's lots of ups and downs, and there's a journey throughout the album as well, and I'm really pleased. I worked with a guy called Jamie Harris on the album, and he did an amazing job with it. I'm very proud of it.
That's awesome. We've been hearing a lot of artists doing their songs, writing their songs during the pandemic. So I know a lot of people will be able to relate to it, and you'll be able to speak, your own journey through your music. And I think that's so relatable and so timely right now. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. There's there's songs on there as well that really reflect kind of what everyone's going through. So people are able to relate to the songs that are on the album.
Yes, I'm very excited to hear it. And I know you sent it to us already, I believe, right? Or your contact through your record label, right? He sent it to us. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think we already uploaded it. Yes.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. So now talking about your songs, one of our staff found you on Facebook, one of the music Facebook groups, and doing one of your musical performances. And that's how we connected through Facebook. And we already touched on a little bit. You are signed on a record label, SWND, right? So how would you describe your experience? How were you discovered by them?
So I applied to perform in a music place called the Brecon Jazz place, a couple of hours from where I live. And the guy that was running the venue and promoting the venue, he had a friend called Mike Kennedy, and he kind of set us both up together. So that's how I ended up meeting Mike, who runs the label and is part of the label. Yeah, we had a quick meeting, really got on, and we kind of dived straight into it. It was I was at a stage in my career that I really wanted to work with other people a little bit more in depth and a little bit closely to kind of improve the songs that I was already writing. Yeah, it was a great partnership. They really wanted some young blood on the label, so it really fit myself and sound.
Great, isn't it just the typical, I would say, American dream, but it's a UK dream too for artists and musicians to be discovered at a performance venue, and all of a sudden they see an executive, we call them a suit, an executive hears you playing, and then they just come up to you. I think that's really a universal thing that the musicians love to be found like that. I think that's a great, great story.
Yeah, we all wish for that. definitely. And you never really think that it'll happen, but on this occasion it did.
You're very lucky, and all your hard work, through the years, it really came out, and they saw your potential. So that's great. I mean, how would you describe your experience working with them?
It's been amazing so far. I've started actually working within the team as well on the label, so I deal closely with other artists as well, and kind of coach them a little bit on media and the marketing side, as well as find other Welsh and UK talent as well. So yeah, it wasn't long between me signing as an artist. I actually joined the team as well, which I really enjoy, discovering new artists and things like that as well.
Oh, that is amazing.
Good, very good.
That's really cool. So you're actually hired on as part of the label too.
Yep.
Good.
That's really lucky that there's no controversy or oh my goodness, not controversy, but
contradiction.
Yeah, contradiction.
Yeah.
Sorry. Brain fart. Contradictions, yes. That you can actually work as an employee and an artist.
Yeah, it's great. It's kind of, there's a lot of flexibility within the label. Another guy, Jeremy Gluck, who used to be in the band called Barracudas, really big in the 70s. He works for the label as well as an artist himself. So it's really good because the way we work as a label, we kind of know what the other artists want because it's what we would want. So that's why a lot of artists are coming to us, because we base a lot of like contracts and what we would call the boring stuff. We kind of base it off experience then as an artist.
That is great.
Very nice. Very good.
So I'm wondering, since we're talking about the label, is the label looking for new artists? What's that? I don't know if you're able to go into that. What's the criteria? What do you guys look for as an artist?
Yeah, so as a label, we haven't been going too long. We kind of new. We've only been going about 18 months as a label, and a couple of years as a magazine. And we already have around about 25, 26 artists on the label. And we are growing. We are signing new artists. And anyone can apply. They can go straight to our website, and they can shoot us an email with all their music. And it's not just UK based artists. We have an Australian band, as well as an American band called the Bugs, on the label as well. So it's not just UK. We are going, worldwide as well.
What is the website address? Just in case anybody wants to, have a little info on that.
Yeah, so go straight to www.SWNDrecords.com, and people can sign in down at the bottom, and and shoot us an email.
Yeah, we'll be sure to include that link for sure, because I know a lot of our musicians are looking to submit their music to different record labels. So that's amazing. Yeah.
Great.
And I do believe we have the Bugs. Michael Kennedy did send us the Bugs also. So when you said the Bugs, I was like, yes, I know them. We do have them on our site as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you speak of the magazine that's behind you, is that the same magazine that you're talking about?
Yeah, that's the latest issue. We got at the end of April. Then the next issue comes out. Number 7 comes out, and they're stocked in so many shops around Wales, and again, I guess it gets shipped worldwide as well. It'll be available to purchase on our website as well when it's out. It's some great features. Our next issue will be a feature on Focus Wales, which is one of the biggest festivals in Wales, in North Wales. It's got a very big feature of that on the next magazine with so many great artists, and it's always a really good read.
So is it a monthly magazine, or what is it?
It's a quarterly magazine.
Oh, quarterly. Yeah. Okay, every 3 months. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Not bad. Good.
That's very cool. I didn't know the beginnings of SWND, how they were a magazine first. Had I known, I thought you guys were just a record label. So that's good that we find a little history about it.
Yeah, we kind of do a lot of different things, but yeah, it did start as just a magazine. But yeah, it's Mike and Jeremy. They kind of developed that into a record label because there was a market for it in Wales. No one else was doing it on the scale that sound could do.
Very good.
That's fantastic. So I think right now is a good time. We'll take a pause and watch your music video, okay?
That sounds great.
Tonight in the corner of my own, sipping whiskey with a Polaroid. You say you got nothing to do, nothing to fill the void. Watching the sky shine the rocks, watching and drip off the glass, taking pictures of you tonight while watching you dance. Someone in this bar tonight is giving me a chance. Someone so well tonight. Tonight you're taking me home. We drank to forget the night. I said, what would you like to do? You said, let's do everything right. Watching the sky shine the rise, watching it drip off the glass, taking pictures of you tonight while watching you dance. Someone in the spot tonight is giving me a chance. Someone so well tonight. Taking pictures of you tonight, watching you dance. Someone in the spot tonight is giving me a chance. Someone so well tonight.
That was a great video, Kaysha. Thank you so much. Do you have any exciting events coming up that you want to share with your UK fans?
Yeah, so the album is out on the 24th February, and on the 25th, I play the Newbridge Memo, and where I'll be launching the album, and I'll be playing all the tracks from the album, as well as some of my influences and artists that I really like. And it'll be filmed then by Showboat TV, which on the Saturday, on the 26th of February, you'll be able to watch on Showboat TV, which is available on the Amazon Fire Stick.
Oh, good.
That's
Yes,
great.
good.
Do you know if they're going to be airing or any promos on any of the social media as well? Maybe on YouTube? I don't know how that goes in the UK.
Yeah, so we should be able to show some like snippets and things like that of the launch on Sound's YouTube, as well as my own personal YouTube.
Oh, what's
okay.
your YouTube? We'll plug that in too.
Yeah, so you can just straight over to Kaysha Louvain on YouTube.
That's great. I'll be sure to include that in the description too when we put this video out.
Do you have any other social media things like as video platforms that you're actually going to be putting it on besides YouTube?
Yeah, so anyone can follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. They're all Kaysha Louvain Singer. And yeah, if everyone could follow along, that would be great. And you can see some videos and some photos from the launch, as well as some inside knowledge to the workings of the album and anything that I do after the album.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's great. And I know I follow you on all of your social media. I see all of your releases, your upcoming album, all that. So that's very exciting.
Great.
Did you want to add anything else, or any kind of fun stories, fun snippets, fun facts about you, anything?
To be honest, I'm not quite that fun. I kind of just, knuckle down and write music and kind of live life like that. No exciting, juicy stories or anything like that this way. Yeah, just a musician, trying to make a living and do the thing that I love.
Yes.
So, out of all your music, what was the most favorite song that you've done?
Wow, that's a good question. I think it's kind of yeah. On this new album, anyway, it kind of flicks between three. The first one that I really fell in love with was The Crown, which got played on BBC Radio Wales. And I was A-listed as well, which that was, such a great thing for myself, especially as I'm pretty early in my career. So that was amazing. And then I've got 2 songs on the album called Someone Somewhere, which I just released a music video for. That's kind of my favorite one at the moment. But I think from the people who's heard the album, Red Lights is definitely a people's favorite at the moment. So my favorites kind of they alternate between those 3.
Good, fantastic, yeah.
Yeah, we hear a lot of your songs. When Michael Kennedy first sent it to me, and I let Mike, hear your song. When I close my eyes and I listen to your song, I just envision summery. I envision like a field of wheat, someone running through the field of wheat, with your singing in the background, and that made me feel so good, so uplifted, and I really like that kind of beachy, singing, when we're in the mood. So I feel like your country music singing is very, very universal. A lot of our, the music scene here, it's different genres, different groups. You get the really young people, they like pop or hard metal. Then you get maybe mid-20s, they like the country, especially different parts of the US too. So I really like your music. It's very uplifting, very light and airy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think as well, because I'm so influenced by lots of different things like the country music, as well as artists like Simple Minds, and more the rock side, as well as modern pop. So I try to blend all those influences together rather than fit myself in a box. And I think the UK music scene at the moment is really allowing artists to do that, where you could probably look towards about 10 to 15 years ago, you had to be just pop or R&B or hip hop. You had to fit into these boxes. But I think the music scene now is more fluid, and you can really, make your own stamp on these different genres then, and combine them more. So yeah, I think that's what I try to do, so it could be universal, so lots of people with different tastes in music can appreciate the music that I write.
And that's the word that I was looking for, very fluid, because we've seen so many different new genres pop up. It's a mixture. They have emo pop, they have emo goth, which I think emo and goth seem very similar, but goth is more like 90s, and then now emo is more of the millennial term,
Yeah.
so it's a good mixture. Yeah, fluid is a great word
definitely.
for it. Yes. Well, great. We're so happy that you came on with us today, especially from the UK. I was so excited when I was able to get a lot of the UK artists from SWND. So that's exactly what we're looking for, is to expand into everywhere. So now we're finding more artists online, universal artists. So I think it's great, and we're very excited to what the future has.
This is Kaysha Louvain, and you're listening to Alternative Twist Radio. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please share, like, and subscribe to our channel, and find us on all of our social media, links in our bio. Thanks.